Hi, Slime, how's your day going? And then he goes some snarky remark about how I do nothing for the company. That's not true! And then I go, you don't have a job!
Real jazz music. I got that lunchly and feastables.
I got that. No, I was gonna say.
I got some YouTubers I can call.
Now we're going.
We weren't even going yet.
You weren't even going?
Save that. We weren't even going yet.
Should I say it again?
Yeah, you can say
No,
it
you
again.
shouldn't say it
I
again.
got that lunchly and feastables.
What is
got
that a
some
spoof of?
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm sorry.
You don't know that song?
Is it DJ Got Us Falling
I
in
got
Love?
that good cushion alcohol.
Oh. I didn't know that you know what's funny? I've only ever heard that spoken.
You've just been around a lot of people who want the good
They
cushion
just
alcohol,
speak about what they're on that.
but they're not singing it.
Long as
For you.
Mr. Beast loves me.
I was thinking about becoming the next Ibai.
Wow.
You guys think this is a good idea?
You want-
Well,
like this
no, because you're Greek, so you're already off to a terrible start.
Wow. That is so intolerant.
Oh, okay. So because he's Greek, he can't have the job he wants.
Are you saying that's crazy?
Famously unemployed, the Greeks.
Are you saying that because of my heritage,
Yeah,
I can't achieve my dreams?
I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
for
guy,
real on
guy
the
who
Yard
wants to move to
podcast.
Sweden. Guy who wants to move to Sweden.
A
Yeah, I
nation-
don't think you should do something like that's not your birthright.
No, you
That's
don't
not your
need the job
bloodline.
because the government pays you money.
The government pays you, and that's not your bloodline.
I haven't
can't-
worked 20 days. I just play Counter-Strike.
You can't be in Fortnite if you're Greek. They send someone to behead
There
you.
has to be at least one Greek character in Fortnite.
Peter
Is
Griffin.
Dr. Doom Greek?
I don't think so.
Maybe. Okay, Zipper, what ethnicity is Dr. Doom from the comics? But yeah, I was thinking about this. I think I can make it happen. I just have to. I already speak kind of some good Spanish,
Yeah,
and I can capture the South American audience.
right.
And I love soccer,
Famously so.
so
And they all call it soccer.
And I know what you guys are thinking.
Romani. That's so close.
oh,
Look, I know what you guys are thinking out there. It's like, oh, empty Ludwig chair, and your mouse is like slowly going up to click out of the episode. Well, I had an idea to make them not click out.
Don't click out.
Archie has hit a single frame of a Chipotle gift card in this episode.
Oh,
So
and
you-
it's actually real.
It's real. It's in there. You got to look for it. So, you're probably already too late. If you're listening to this realistically, statistically.
Statistically,
Statistically,
you're out
so
of
what
luck.
will probably
But
happen?
there's maybe another one.
Someone heard the audio version of this, and they said, "I'm camping out the release."
Yeah, it's a miscellaneous amount of money. It could be a lot. It could be a little. But it
Dude.
will buy you one
It'd
burrito.
be so crazy because if you spent the fucking 2 hours it might take you to find the frame in this video, you could have just gone and mowed a lawn.
No. You can speed it up. Like,
My God.
I bet there's an AI that can do this function specifically.
Kids are drop shipping now, dude. This is third monitor when they get this.
Yeah. You don't get it,
Dude,
bro.
we're not even second monitor anymore.
Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
God, we're on the vertical monitor.
We're on the
We
vertical
are
one?
boxed into a half of a vertical monitor
I'm
right
in
now.
the same corner as like a monitor that is mostly Alibaba.
It's
mostly
no,
Alibaba.
No, we're on the corner of the Discord monitor. That's like in the 9,000 servers you're in.
Oh, great, kiddo! You're in a furry roleplay server. That's great.
I'm looking down.
dude.
Let everyone look down at their Discord. Oh, ew.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, get the. Oh, you have an NSFW channel.
Dude,
That's gross.
She's nuzzling your neck, dude.
My God, what are you gonna reply?
Dude, you put italices around the words.
Yeah.
You need to get out.
What?
You
No.
need to go outside, dude.
COVID did a number on your little brain, didn't it?
Fuck.
That's right.
So there's some free Chipotle in this episode. So think again before you click away. when
Also
the-
not sponsored, and to prove it, Chipotle has human feces in every bit of meat that they serve.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
And that's a
closer to true.
Chipotle promise.
That's the Chipotle promise.
And that's why I eat cold factor meat.
No.
That's good, bro. All right, I just.
You know what?
popped a
I'm
bowl. I
worried
feel
sick.
good. What are you
I'm
worried
worried
sick about,
sick, dude.
You know what? He didn't think about us.
We jest about the paramotor, and he posted a video. Did you see his
It was
video of him
paragliding. I hate this. Everyone is tagging me.
Yeah.
Everyone is in
Paragliding,
my bullshit.
para
and they're
something.
like, dude, he's doing the thing. It's gliding.
Yeah.
It's fucking different.
Dude, he's gonna
You're
die.
an idiot.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
I saw there was no motor. He's still gonna die. And we're gonna be out of a job.
He literally didn't. We wouldn't be out of a job.
We'd be out of a job.
We've proved that we can be funny without him, which is the only
How high does paragliding go?
high as a mountain is, brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Think about that.
So it seems like it's as dangerous as paramotoring.
Paragliding is not as dangerous because you eventually will just land.
But-
Paramotoring is dangerous because if the mechanics fail, you fall out of the sky.
No, but if the mechanics fail, don't you still have upwind? Can't you just like?
But if you're
hold
on, if you're
in a
when
paramotor?
you paramotor, don't you still have like a parachute thing above you?
Yeah, that's my understanding. You're
Yeah.
not-
Well, then why didn't that guy who fell out of the sky?
Just use his parachute.
Yeah, like why was he gravely?
what?
Are you
injured?
saying? Are you trying to say there's no paragliding accidents?
Can I? I'm
There's
not saying
par-
that. Obviously, can I see a picture of a You also can I bring up a picture of a paramotor? Machine zipper. Thank you. I want to see what the machine looks like, and if it has some sort of thing on it. Is it just a big fan?
What has a higher?
don't even know what it
What has a
is?
higher
I've seen a couple
injury rate?
pictures. I can't remember.
think.
No, they're holding on to a thing.
Yeah, I think you got something. You got like a parachute thing above you, and then the motor is strapped behind you.
Yeah, right, bitch. That's a paramotor.
Yeah,
Dude, it's in his hand.
No. He's holding
Look in the
thing.
first one.
Yeah, dude. What are you talking about?
Can you look at
Am I crazy? Can we see footage?
This page is funny. It says build and fly a paramotor safely.
Yeah, you have like a pack.
Bro.
And then you have the fucking thing that helps you float
Because when they
above
land,
you.
they have all those fucking strings. I've watched them fly. They have like all these.
Oh yeah,
That's how
there's
they
like
land,
a parachute
brother.
thing. Yeah, I think that I don't know, man.
It's basically the same,
I don't think it.
except
is.
it's slow. What Ludwig's doing is slower.
You got to detach from the fan if it fails.
I played-
like a rocket ship
I
coming
played
through.
Pilot Wing 64, and that is a Yeah, thank you, Zipper. If you could bring up that, that's a paraglide, and that is different.
I've played Superman 64, and you just you try to go through the rings.
You think he was trying to go through them damn rings?
And there's nothing else but the
Can
rings.
we do some quick math? Can you look up paramortar? That would be a good idea.
That Ludwig's actually not coming back.
I didn't even.
That's what it is.
It's one of those subconscious genius ideas, like one of those kind of like you have to be born with like a brain like mine type of ideas, and you can like have a concert in the sky like Fortnite,
Haley Williams flying through the air.
and she's the paramotor instructor, and you are the novice.
Oh, and she's teaching me that guess what, sweetheart? That you're a whore.
Whoa, we're on a paramotor.
You're a whore and nothing more. And I say thank you, Haley.
Yeah, thanks,
She probably wrote
Haley.
that song when she was 17.
I know. She actually regrets. She's talked about that. She's like, I regret it.
Yeah, she doesn't say the line anymore.
She
when
doesn't
they
say the line
perform.
anymore
Yeah.
because slut shaming is bad.
What does she say now?
She says, eat at Chili's.
And eat at Chili's.
She says Southwest egg rolls are half off right
Whatever-
now.
whatever
How
that-
many paramotor deaths are there a year? And then I want to see the math per capita.
All right.
I want to know how likely it is my friend comes back from this trip.
Bro, he's already done it. It's not like what they're posting posthumous
he's in the
pictures.
air right now.
I
He's still in
like the
air.
idea that Ludwig perishes in a paragliding accident. They keep posting pictures of him that they took earlier to be like, hey, I'm good. Like a fake.
Connor's in the RV. He's like, we need a way to salvage the vibes.
gotta
Like
do
we need
something
to
about
fucking
this.
make sure this stream still
How many
pops. And they
deaths are
just no. Ludwig's fine.
1.3
God.
paramotor deaths
All right.
per year. That's great.
So there's two. We'll call it two.
It's so safe. It's safer than normal
And
flying.
then how many paragliding deaths are there? These numbers aren't because like probably more people paraglide by a lot.
Yeah.
Data
but-
always gives half the info. Yeah, that's over 17 years. 23 people have died.
Yeah, and then paragliding
But
deaths.
these are like, it's funny because like paramotoring,
Oh my-
21% of these deaths were due to drowning.
Dude.
I went swimming with a big fan.
You just tanking it into the water and then drowning because the metal is dragging you down.
This pisses me off because what this means is that hoverboats aren't real. Because hoverboats operate on the same logic of a giant fan.
Wait.
why
propels
would
you
they
through
not
the
be
bottom.
real?
Wait.
Body contact with spinning propeller has been
You skipped
43
over power plant equipment malfunction as the second biggest reason that there's paramotor accidents. Are you involved in this?
Wait, what does that mean? That just means they're going into power lines, bro.
No, but why is the equipment malfunctioning?
Is that what it means? Why would it say equipment then?
I don't know. I think maybe this is like, this is dead internet, bro.
Robot
road.
Guys who are trying to fly into like a nuclear power plant for superpowers.
Yeah. They try to fly into the big cylinder.
Yeah. Oh, we got another one.
They want to go in it. And
It's all concrete in there. They think it's big green goop.
But it's
They
really
think it's like Mario's tube.
No, it's actually, guys, it's just steam.
It's just steam.
It's just hot water.
Driving into the hot water cylinder and just scalding your face bones off.
Zipper, paragliding
Screaming and
accidents.
screaming. Paragliding accidents, probably a lot more popular. Also
I
because
keep asking for paragliding accidents. He keeps highlighting a different paramotoring thing.
well, he wants us to see. He's trying to educate
But then he
us.
closes the screen, Slime. So what's
He
that?
always closes the screen. I don't know why he loves the black screen so much.
The loudest
I
he's
want
ever
to
been.
talk. I want to talk to him about it. I want to be
guys,
like, what makes you feel comfort here, Zipper?
Maybe the last yard episode will be just all of our grievances. We'll sit him in a chair. He can't talk. It'll piss everyone off. And we'll just air it all out.
And say, listen, Zip. Yeah, look, here's the thing about Ludwig. I've sent him a couple messages here and there. I asked him actually a pretty important question about the bidet business, which took him forever to get. I had to tag him, and I said, okay, wait, this was paragliding,
1,000 per year. But we'd have to know how many people actually.
10.8 injuries per 1,000 participants per year. Fatality of 0.46 per 100,000 flights. That's 46 deaths.
Wait, so it's like what?
Wait, so it's
one in every 200,000 people die?
It actually is much safer then.
Then real
Paragliding?
flying.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because it said the other one it said there were
See,
there
most
were
of them
like
take
there
off
were
during-
like double digits death per year, but there weren't that many like flights or participants.
Most accidents occur during takeoff and landing. I think that's a cheeky way to say crashing into the fucking ground, by the way, because they're all landings.
Yeah.
If you die, if you die paragliding and takeoff, it's just fucking.
That's on you.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's on you.
What do you do?
So I messaged Ludwig and I was like, I said, do you ever use the bidet too harshly and you get the shit from your asshole onto the back of your balls and have to wipe the shit from your balls? And then he didn't reply in a minute. And so I tagged him and I said, Ludwig. And I said, at Ludwig.
Yeah.
And then he didn't reply in another minute.
Yeah.
So I Googled time in Japan and screenshotted it to make sure I knew that the time in Japan was realistic.
appropriate.
that
Make
he
sure,
was-
make sure he
What
knew
was
that
the
you
to-
knew.
and it was 4:46 p.m. And then he finally replies and says no. And I replied with a cap emoji. So this is the kind of shit I'm dealing with. There's
I don't think
wings.
he's gonna come back from Japan.
No.
Of course he's
Dude,
coming back.
Do you think he's over there and he's with like Connor and who else is he with right now? He's with like Chris Broad. And they're sitting around and he's like walking up all scared like a dog and he's like, "Hey guys, sorry I didn't reply earlier." And they're like, "Oh, dude, Lud, it's all good.
No,
Yeah.
because
Dude, it's
Connor-
all good, man. Hey,
Connor
let's
dealt with this.
go get some
No,
ramen and some
no,
delicious
no.
fucking fish that looks like it's from a
Wow, some
cartoon
fish.
and you eat it
And
in one bite."
we'll be in the beautiful countryside,
I
Ludwig.
know what you're saying, but he pisses other people off too, and that's what makes me feel validated.
You saw one clip of Connor being
It was
frustrated.
his face, and no, Connor was not kind of. He was just like, dude. And then he's gonna say, "What's up, baby?" And it's not gonna feel good. And then, dude, it was. And I was like, it's fine. He does this to everyone, so I don't have to feel bad. I think that they are easygoing though, because you kind of have to be, because they're also content creator like daemons, right? They got evil worms in their head.
I think they have the Japanese hospitality.
Yeah.
So they're extremely nice to him, but then extremely infuriated in their mind.
Yes, but they can't release it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they they pay for time in like a room where you can break a computer.
in the Smash room.
Yeah.
I want to see Connor mad. I want to see him at his wit's end.
I want to see everything.
We could do
I've been
that.
saying Lux voice lines
That's
because it's funny to me.
that's great.
Damn, I want to see everything.
I don't like this era.
You
for
really
you.
are. You're kind of built to be a Riot Games guy.
Why?
Because, dude, you
I've played two.
yeah, but when
That's
when you
the
played,
two main
when
ones.
you played Valorant, you would just like You said in chat the other day, you should run to me when someone was being annoying in chat. You
that
like
one's kind of an Alex bit.
you like the characterization of them.
I do think it's funny. I like when Cypher takes his hat off and he's bald.
Yeah, and he looks like a grape. You like Tom Kench did. You like everything.
You like Tom Kench and Cypher, man.
He called me 2 nights ago and she was like, basically asking if they can use the yard set to record something, and I was like, yeah, I don't care. And she was like, really, really, really grateful for this yes, which I felt was very easy to make. I didn't think I really went out of my way to do anything. And then last night she calls me again, and she's like, she starts the call, and she's like, yeah, so I just got off phone with Ludwig, and I was telling him how nice it is that like you are letting us use the yard set. It's like so sweet and so endearing, and I couldn't believe it. So I was like talking you up so big. I was wondering if we could use it more. And I was like, okay, well, I'll kind of erase all the good favor you've built up with me if I say no, right? And she's like, oh, I realize that's extremely manipulative. I'm so sorry. That's not what I was doing. And she tries to like walk it all back. And I'm like, no, it's all good. I see your strategy, but you can use it.
Wait, what
are they doing?
Buttering Nick up.
It was funny.
I'm curious now. It is funny though, because it is so low lift in the sense it's like, it's like I just won't be here.
I'm on my phone like this. I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I'm just so grateful. And I'm like, yeah.
I want to say no for the sport.
No, I think you won't.
I didn't get a call. So I got a text. So
you need approval.
So that's kind of interesting. She DM'd Zipper at 2:30 a.m. about it.
I got my DM.
It's time to go to the dentist. So I'm gonna be like, no. I'll tell her no, and we'll just see what she does. Do you think this is a good idea?
Yeah. Yeah, just DM her and say, I heard your request. You need board approval. I am 1/3 of the board.
How can I fence sit in this situation? I'll just like, I'm a little iffy on it, but I'm ultimately okay.
Try to get like a snack out of it.
Oh.
Like, I'll say yes for a snack.
I can be bought.
Kitty, I would like you to bake me cookies.
Wafers, vanilla.
I want to borrow your dog. I want to borrow your dog for a week. That's what you say.
And then I want to hold your dog up while it shits on your floor.
I want to squeeze the poop out of your dog. I want to feel like I'm doing it.
I won't need to squeeze that hard. I know this from experience.
Your dog poops very easily. There's a button.
It's like toothpaste coming out of that
There's a button
guy.
under the fur.
It kind of comes out like a
the chip that you installed in your dog has other features. It runs on Ubuntu.
Your Ubuntu is swift.
I can tap into the chip and I can make your dog do tricks like backflips and screaming like a man.
I want to make auto type code into your dog. How does that make you feel?
Cutie, can I code your dog?
Let me code your dog. Let's make a thing on the set where when they sit down, a trap door unleashes.
I'm gonna code the dog instead of chasing cars. It chases Bitcoin.
And
it gets me a bunch of Bitcoin.
I'm gonna code your dog to get me a bag.
Yeah, dude.
Because fuck it. Because
I ain't talking treats, Aiden. I'm just talking about money.
Let's make them fall down a pit.
Aiden, the dog bit's still going.
We used to. You reminded me because of the trap door. Do you think the people that live in that house now have gotten injured from the set? Do you think they use the set?
I think about that sometimes.
Why would they get injured? It's just a ladder.
Well, like you can climb a ladder and then maybe fall down. Like
there was already a ladder.
Having a ladder in your house is not really normal, right? So I don't think it's easy to imagine someone maybe falling or something.
Do you think their dog's falling down the trap door in the attic?
Oh God, I hope so. I hope they're using that as like a yard for their dog. Their dog's like pissing.
Just keep the
shitting.
dog in the attic. Yeah, we keep the dog in the attic.
In the attic
and
next to the asbestos.
And it just looks like asmongold's house.
I heard he cleaned his kitchen.
Yeah, he cleaned his kitchen and everyone's giving him like raucous applause.
What's that, boy? What's that, boy? You found a Samsung Blue Line watch up there in the asbestos? Oh wow!
Do you think I'm slime right now? I haven't looked at any of the photos or anything, or I don't keep up with Asmon heads. So going off of no information, assuming it's only a photo of the clean room, do you think he paid someone, or do you think he did it?
Well, he said he didn't. So it's like,
wait, did he post? He posted a photo of his clean room.
Yeah, he posted a photo of his
kitchen,
dirty ass kitchen, and then a picture of it clean. And everyone was like, "You did it! You did it! Good job!
Yeah,
good job for doing that."
But did he actually do it?
I don't know.
Here's a point in the he didn't get someone to clean the department is that they probably would have done his room too, unless it was an all day job.
It looked pretty gross.
Dude, he should have got one of those TikTokers that goes to hoarders' houses and like cleans them. Have you seen those?
Oh, a nice little collab.
Yeah, like it'll go to like these like usually white women will like go to like hoarding houses, and it'll be like this nice royalty free music, and they're wearing gloves and they're like shoveling slush and like bugs and poop and like gifts that were never given to like in cups and like glasses into like trash bags, and they clean it all. Dude. And the home's probably already been given away to the government or something.
The male version of this is the lawn care videos on YouTube.
Yes, guys mow lawns for free.
Yeah.
Girls clean houses for hoarders.
I don't think cleaning up absolute hoard slop is a very like.
One is definitely harder.
Yeah, one's definitely like more gross and nasty.
Yeah.
But like the lawn care thing is the idea is you do it for free and then you post a TikTok and then your business blows up. But like, I don't think posting your like you don't want the hoard cleanup business to blow up.
Also,
that's the same thing.
Yeah, but I guess if you hire someone else to do it,
at least on the
it's
YouTube,
labor, but it's
the
like
YouTube lawn care side, they're getting the because some of these channels are pretty big and they're getting AdSense, and every video is like 45 plus minutes long.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, they rake. And I think a lot of the game too is like daughters and sons of parents who have been hoarders for a long time, and they're like, we can't afford to have someone fix it. If you could come and help us,
yeah.
And then they get like a story out of it. And their business gets bigger. I mean, it's a win-win.
They got
it's a little weird. I don't think it's a win-win.
I don't think it's terrible.
The Nami figurines from One Piece are like just encased in like a block of cum.
Dude, it's. Have you seen that video?
like a shungite brick.
Yeah. You take it out and it's like. My God, it's a mold. It's a cast mold.
Sucks, bro.
What was I gonna say?
Was it when
I lost it?
Sorry, I did that.
God, hold on.
I saved over your memory.
Yeah,
with that.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that video of the guy who asks, who gets like a PC repair person to come to his house, but he's filled his computer with beans.
Yeah, that's a great video.
And it's like, how did those get in there? And the guy's looking at him like, these are beans?
These are beans.
And he's like, they are? Oh, wow. That must mean something's real wrong. I actually don't think I have the blood to sit through a prank like that.
No, I don't like deceiving people that much. It's funny. That's why I don't like watching Nathan For You and shit. It feels wrong.
It's so awesome.
But I feel like Asmongold's house is like, it's like the Beans guy, but it's with roaches and he's genuine. He's like, whoa,
dude, oh, you're talking about Papa Roach?
I thought all our Starforge PCs had roaches in them.
Dude, oh my God. They dropped that, the Starforge PCs thing. It was like, we at Starforge believe in inclusivity. And it's like, dude,
like a child ain't made that graphics
how
card.
many times are we gonna do this? How many times is just like, just say, yeah, that's a bad look. We're cutting ties by our computers. Because at the end of the day, you don't care if a racist buys your computer.
Maybe
if
like
you
some
don't see it.
badass like Japanese denim that has like a patch of their apology on it.
Dude, that's hard, bro. That'd be sick.
That's what I'm saying. Hit my line if anyone.
Dude, no, they get a homeless guy off the street and they tattoo the apology on his back.
Yeah.
Full back piece. That'd be
like,
sick, bro. Yeah. And it's like, I get like you have to do things like this, but I'm so tired of like the
stand by and align ourselves with those around the world seeking.
I feel like I read this and the only thing I could think of is like I could write a banger. I think I could do it. Just hire me to write a banger next time you have like a guy talking about like just smiting another culture because they're inferior.
Just putting no Greeks in the middle of one of these somewhere.
Except for the Greeks.
Wait, hold on. What's that? What do you mean by no Greeks? Was that a typo?
Not a typo.
Not a typo is part of the statement.
Pretty firm on the statement.
Imagine it's like, we at X company, we stand for equality and diversity and unity, except for Greeks.
No Greeks.
We do not.
It's the only part that's a human voice. it's all AI. No Greeks.
It's hands across the world, but just like
everybody else is chill.
Hands across the world, but just no Greek people. We are tired of this.
Some guy who's just really mad about the bailouts in like the 2010s.
Dude, there's someone in CSGO. There's like a Greek flag painted on a CSGO asset, and they just shot it up, and they were like, "Fuck Israel." It's so funny. They have the same color scheme.
You guys want to hear about my my somewhat pathetic rabbit hole of Call of Duty modding I've been on.
Yeah. So your boy modding journey?
I've been slightly privy to this from
What's your boy modding journey?
So it all starts with PSL because we ran into this problem. And ladies, feel free to go to the next episode. If it's not out yet, but you go back one, whatever you did it do.
This is the moment.
This is the moment
where you say, ladies, this is not interesting.
The 15% breaks.
Not the cum block with Nami encased in it going like this, like Han Solo.
Women love cum. They're always fucking eating it.
They're always using it for babies.
They're always making babies.
Women love cum. They're always putting it in their pussies.
Telling your Nami doll before you unlock her in her case of cum, fucking I love you. And you imagining her saying, I know.
If you were real, you'd love this world. So I'll start with PSL, where we were having this problem because everyone wants to use their original Xbox accounts, and even if we had new Xbox accounts, this would be a problem. But whenever we log into Call of Duty, no one has anything unlocked, and so we were like, oh, we need a way to quickly on console unlock all the guns so that we can play competitive formats. Because old Call of Duties before Black Ops 1, they don't just give you guns when you're playing private match. So I was like, well, there's a modded Xbox called a JTAG, and if you have it, you can do anything, son. And I had one of these when I was a kid. I didn't really know how to use it, though, because it was kind of confusing, and I broke it. So I was like, okay, I get one of those. And also, a little guilty pleasure, big reason I wanted to get one was you can play... Call of Duty Pro mod was like a PC mod. It's like PM. It's like a modified version of COD 4. It's like slightly more competitive, higher move speed, FOV changes, rule sets, etc. And people on console back in the day would make mods to... simulate pro mod. It wouldn't have the rules, but it'd have like the FOV shift and the color shift, and it'd look really cool. It would just make playing on your console really cool. And I was like, oh, I'll just buy a JTAG and I'll just like go download a patch for one of these that people made, and I'll just play this and it'll be fun. And it wasn't like that at all. It was awful. It was, I bought a JTAG, and then I quickly learned that all of the forums for how to do this are from 2011. Most of them are dead. All of the Mediafire links are dead.
They don't Make Happy was a banger.
They don't point to any of the files anymore. And all the community members back then were gatekeeping their like code. Like everything that they made. So the way that you give someone a Call of Duty infection patch is you have a JTAG, a modified Xbox, you host the file on it, and then you system link to your retail Xbox. And then you infect yourself by joining a private server with that modified Xbox. And then your retail Xbox now won't be banned, but has the infected patch. And then you can go give it to a friend by them joining your lobby.
Because if you are using the JTAG Xbox online, then they can detect that something's fucked and they'll ban that account.
And there's ways around that. There's these things called KVs, and you can buy them. You have to replenish them when they get banned, and you can go back online. But if you want to do it without getting banned and just being completely offline, you just infect yourself, and then you can infect people on your retail Xbox. And I thought this would all be extremely easy. It wasn't. Long story short, it was really hard to figure out how to connect to my own Xbox, etc. And then I was like, well, how do if I'm going to make a pro mod patch, I have to like do it myself, I think, because I can't find one that looks the way I want it to look or like looks like any of the ones I used to have.
You were saying that people will like stop. They'll be like, you have to use my host, right?
Yeah, what they'll say is like, back on the forums is they'll be like I made an infection patch. Join my gamer tag by private chatting me on Xbox and joining my session in progress if you want it. And they were doing that for like a week, and then they never did it again. They never released the file. And then sometimes in the comments they'll be like, yeah, I'm never releasing this.
Yeah. And there's no other way to get it.
There's no other way to get it.
Didn't you say you also had to leave your Xbox on to have it?
Yeah, so if you don't have a JTAG, if you're just someone who has an Xbox and likes using infections, and you get infected, the second you turn your Xbox off, you don't have it anymore.
It wipes
or even
it.
if you just go to the dashboard.
That's really funny.
Because the way I hit up Otto. This is what happened. I hit up Otto, and I said, Otto, read this forum. Tell me what it means.
Computer, translate.
Or else I will get dangerous. And Otto's reading. And all the Call of Duty stuff, it's like, I think it's like a proprietary language that's like based off of C++, and it's like slightly different, but and they have like the community built programs to open Call of Duty files. They're called fast files.
Right.
And the programs for the older games, dude, it took me so long to just get a copy of the program to open the files. That was like a day to just get one of the programs that someone made that works, because most of them just don't work. You open them and they're like, one, they all read as Trojans. Two, the ones that I did download, they just don't open files. You drag a file in and it just goes error. And it's like, okay, I don't even know why this doesn't work. So I finally found, I had to go to a like 85 view YouTube tutorial for something else that happened to use the same program to find the program.
This is what you're doing.
This is what I'm doing.
This is what you're doing at 5 in the morning.
He was up so late doing this
Oh
last
my
night.
This is
God.
what you're doing.
I was up so late.
I think I got up in the middle of the night to pee, and I heard Nick working on this.
Which was him just screaming at Otto to tell him what it means.
So Otto
What does
walks
it
through.
mean?
Otto figures all this stuff out so fast. He's like looking at it and he goes, okay, yeah, I see what's happening. What they're doing is the way these infections work is they are tricking Call of Duty into loading the map like it normally does. But when it loads the map, you put all of your code right after the name of the map in the code, because then it arbitrarily loads everything you put with the name of the map.
Right.
So it's like you're playing on Crash. Also, you're playing all of these mods. And it just loads
Crash
it all.
plus big titty mod plus big
And that's
head
why
mode.
I never knew this as a kid, but when you have an infection in Call of Duty 4, your map is just a checkerboard. And I was like, why is it a checkerboard when you're infected? Because you're writing over the map. And that's where the map picture goes. So it doesn't know where the picture is because you've changed the name of the map. And I was like, oh,
But you
interesting.
could, if you wanted to, you could inject like some big ass titties.
You could put titties
This
there.
is
I love that.
much like modding Mario Kart Wii, where you take a file, you want Peach to be naked on the bike,
How old
But-
is Peach?
You know why? You know why that gets really tricky though?
Because she's a damn minor. That's the damn why.
Not the Peach part, the titties
Peach
part.
is in her 40s, surely.
I would hope so.
Mario's a plumber. I don't know about you. I know no plumbers under 18. They're all old.
I'm talking about Peach, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Well, they have sex, so
So deal with it.
so that's your problem to deal with.
Mario and Peach age got problematic?
Dude, the legal age,
the Mushroom
in
Kingdom?
the Mushroom Kingdom,
Age of
is-
consent?
It's like Germany.
Don't ask Nintendo. Nintendo, Japanese
Is
company.
that why Bowser kidnapped her? He wanted to change the age of consent?
No,
Yeah.
he wants to make it 18 again.
He's the hero?
Yeah, he wants to go back
well,
up. Mario's trying to fuck
Bowser was
Peach.
a good
dude,
guy the
that's
whole time,
fucked
dude.
up, bro. That's when you find out the real enemy was Mario.
Was
all
Mario
along.
trying to-
pedophile Mario?
He wanted to lower the Mushroom Kingdom age of consent. Disgusting.
Nah, Luigi's the real pedophile. Okay, so you're doing all this.
Thank God, a funny bit to break it up. We needed that. We can go back underwater. Okay, so why that's difficult to put titties in the game is because now what you're doing is you're adding a new texture, which is not something that you can infect someone with.
Imagine this is a TED Talk, but it's face makes like, so why we can't put fucking titties in the game, all right?
Oh, we tried to put titties in the game for a long time.
We fucking tried. We fucking tried like fucking so hard.
when you modern Morphin Warfare 2, the titties
We were trying to make the phase porn map, and it'd be the best trick-shotting map ever. And there's titties and no scopes
we
always
thought
hit.
you do a no scope, and then you see like a big fucking like a
Boner,
butthole.
a big boner. That's awesome.
Big fucking awesome boner. And it'd be Rain's boner. And
I don't know what you're thinking.
Chill on Gordon.
Which phase Rain's boner would it be?
because he got circumcised, bro. He
got-
fucking got
That's
circumcised.
my favorite fucking streamer you're talking about. Slime, picture this. You're me.
Okay.
And it's me laying you.
Ah, my shit's so tiny.
Lay-
No!
that wouldn't be it.
What happened?
That wouldn't be what I would
Was
say.
it a wizard? Did an evil wizard make my shit tiny? Because it used to be normal, but now it's
Helix
micro-
sleep. We have to say in the first 10 seconds. I'm laying you down gently into a gorgeous bed. And my shit.
Wait, I'm you?
You're you. And I'm laying you down into a very comfortable Helix sleep mattress.
Okay.
And my shit's normal.
Doesn't look like it.
And I wouldn't re-roll. and I'm laying you down, and you're thinking, my God, we're both on the bed, but we're not sinking into the middle because of the comfort zones that the
Right.
mattress has. And there's rose petals.
Okay.
And it's our anniversary.
Is it Star Wars themed?
I guess I'd do that if you liked it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm dressed up as Princess Leia.
That's so millennial.
I've got buns.
Oh, can we listen to the Lumineers also?
Yeah. Lumineers is playing off the hotel TV. It was already on, actually. It was MTV.
Then
In
we
between
switched to
ridiculousness.
Vampire Weekend.
And you know what? And you say, where do you get this mattress?
What the hell?
Where do you get this Helix Sleep mattress?
Why,
And I say,
why is it so comfortable?
I say, I got it from Helix Sleep mattress.
That makes sense.
Helix
That's
Sleep
pretty
is a
true.
mattress that I actually use at home. I'm not kidding. They sent me one, and I actually I had to go through the effort of removing my actual mattress, which
Yeah,
was a lot,
the one
but
you
it
were
was
using
worth it
before.
because it was comfy. And,
it's filled. The other one's filled with rats now. Good riddance.
Really, it's in a junkyard full of rats.
It's in a junkyard. But your Helix Sleep is in your nice, good-smelling bedroom where your tiny shit rests every night.
It's not tiny. It's awesome. It's
Special
awesome and normal.
October offer. Listen up. 20% off all mattress orders. Go to helixsleep.com/theyard. Nick actually uses this, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I sleep on the floor. So this is more of a product for people like Nick and everyone else who's super normal. That's helixsleep.com/theyard to get 20% off all your mattress orders.
Slightly larger than an iPhone, y'all. And don't forget that.
I just don't believe
It's
you.
Helix Sleep.
So Helix Sleep, buy it, feel comfortable, but don't lie to your friends about your body.
Not doing that.
I feel like
I can't lie.
Because
I'm
if
in
you're
an
lying
ad.
to your friends, what are you doing?
I can't lie. I'm in an ad.
Well, let's get out of the ad so we can start telling the truth.
So Auto reads, auto interprets, auto goes, okay, well, this is a string of 3 numbers that are all 0. It probably means RGB. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's probably, and so I was just like learning, I was downloading. And then I was like, all right, time to get to work. And now I'm like coding for kind of the first time outside of making a Discord bot once, but a different language. And I'm a lot of Call of Duty modding is taking like code strings that they've already put in the game and then figuring out they exist. So like, maybe one is called CG_FOV and it modifies your FOV. And you have to know it's called that if you want to modify the FOV. So community members will like find as many of these as they possibly can that are already in the game and then post them online. And you have to, by trial and error of having a modified Xbox, change the values, go in, see what it did. This takes like, to test out one, it takes like half an hour.
Yeah.
And then they go like, oh, that's way fucking wrong. I'll go back and I'll modify it more.
Do you think there are under 100 people right now that are doing this?
100%.
That's crazy.
Because there's 2 websites that people would there's 2 big websites people would post on for these things, Seven Sins and the Tech Game. And most of these boards have not, for Call of Duty 4, have not had a post. They've had like one post since 2010.
This is honestly surprising to me because Call of Duty was so popular, and my frame of reference for this stuff is like Mario Kart Wii modding because that was incredibly popular, and that's what I was doing. I was like hacking my Wii and then like trying to run different mods and shit on it, right?
Funky Kong with 3 balls. I'm sorry,
dude. Yeah,
I just have one track mind. And
Funky Kong with 3 balls. But the thing is, if you wanted to get Funky Kong with 3 balls, there's a whole ecosystem that's like very active right now with like hundreds, if not like thousands of people participating in it.
So it's
with
still
like
the competitive game, right?
Yeah, and that might be why. Is
Yeah.
like the mod is like essential to participating in the game at all. But it's surprising because Call of Duty, in terms of its popularity, I feel like, especially its competitive aspect, was so much bigger.
Dude, the COD forums, it's all dudes from the UK. You scroll through, it's like one forum post is like, look at this picture of a girl, she's such a derp. And then look at the second post, it's like the N-word. And then the third one is like, the labors of all of my efforts have bared fruit. Here is the program I've built off of the back of no money. Here it is, community.
And then,
it.
Hey,
Yes.
has anyone heard of the Lumineers? There's something.
Yes, it's like that. It's just
Fucking crazy, dude.
It's like, here's my program. It reads the Trojan. Don't worry about it. But it does work. And all
worry.
these comments are like, nice. This is awesome. Works great. Thanks for the program. And I'm like, yeah, I'll download it. Fuck it. All these community members used it. Whatever. If it is a Trojan, where's it even going to now? Who's even fucking getting the information? I don't care.
It still goes to Iran.
Someone dropped like a post like that. Someone dropped like the first really racist meme I've seen in our Discord this morning.
Jesus.
And I was
Ever.
like insanely
Oh,
racist.
really?
Yeah,
I've never,
someone paid $15 to at me.
dude, they were a tier 2 sub.
It was crazy.
And it's like, what did you paid us $15 a month to get fully banned immediately.
Also, I didn't even see it. I was just
Do
not
we
at
ban
my
them from the
computer.
Patreon or just the Discord?
I gotta ask Ben. Probably
Probably
ban
both.
from both. Yeah,
I ban people
We usually,
from
if it's something
Patreon.
like that, we ban them from both.
But yeah,
Guys, I think Ben burst in the door. Guys, you're going to want to see the Patreon. My God, they've built a wall.
But so you're figuring this out.
Yeah, so I'm figuring I finally made a breakthrough. I finally got this. It sounds like I'm an idiot.
dude, you're doing insane shit.
No, I mean,
this is
for the next thing I'm going to say.
right. Okay.
I couldn't get my JTAG to connect to the retail Xbox because I was trying to get them to connect through my router, which you can do. You can do that. And I think the problem with that is like port forwarding and all this bullshit. I think my router's too new for Xbox 360, basically. But then I just took the wire and was just like, ugh. And I just plugged the consoles into each other.
No way.
And that worked.
That's crazy, actually.
So it sounds
That's
dumb.
actually crazy.
It sounds dumb, but I was like, because I was reading online that like you could do that, but you need a special like crossover cable, and I'm like, I just have an Ethernet cable, but it just worked, and I was like, oh, badass.
That's what they called them in 2011. We didn't know yet.
Crossover before Ethernet. So that worked, and I was like, oh, awesome, I got that one figured out, and then I got the program to work. And then I got a file to open, and then I'm like, I'm looking at it's like the meme at the guy looking at the mainframe with his hands on his hips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing that in the program. I'm like, what's the fuck is all this bullshit? And I don't exactly know why, but in the program where you write the code, you can like there's multiple lines because you can put a bunch of code. But for some reason, all your code has to be on one line. So if you have more mods that fit on the line, then it won't run. It won't infect other people.
Okay.
Because I just figured out why. Wow. The reason why that is because it's only for infectable mods because you can't have the map name be more than one line.
I bet if Otto is listening to this right now, it's like me watching you play League of Legends.
It's like gore, yeah.
He's like, of course it's that way!
And by the way, all of this, for people who haven't followed why I'm doing it, it's to make the game like more blue.
Yeah, this is...
It makes
That's
the game
the dumb
look,
part. That's crazy.
It makes the game like more blue and you're going a little further away.
I want to make fun of you so bad, but this bullshit like this was my motivation for making Funky Kong with his third ball. I was just like, this...
Also,
what did you mod in Mario Kart?
It was like you could mod into textures, so you could change the like artwork of the game.
That's local though, right?
That
like wouldn't be for other players.
It's all localized. You couldn't do infection stuff like this.
What would you mod?
I used the mod to install like custom tracks and custom like skins and stuff for
like
characters.
What skins? Like Darth Vader, Mario?
Yeah, shit like that. Like different alt versions of Mario from like different games. Funky Kong, Black Ops 2 Funky Kong.
Really?
I used
That's cool.
I used Black Ops 2 Funky Kong for a long fucking time.
Dude, I want FaZe Banks in Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, you can fucking do that. And you could also mod in like custom characters and stuff like that. The closest thing to infection stuff that Nick is talking about is you have rating online, but it maxes at 9,999. And the way points are distributed at the end of public races is like, if you beat people who have high rating, then you'll get more points. Yeah, that's Black Ops 2 Funky Kong.
Dude, he's got the 2 on the back of his wife beater.
Dude, he's so money.
Is this a real track or is this
This is a real track.
Okay.
But I would use skins like this.
Is he alone in a race?
He's wheelie humping.
Let's go.
He's doing a time trial.
He's getting it.
I have an old friend named Blake who is the world record holder on this track, and he just got the world record on that track yesterday after running. He's been doing runs for like 3 months straight.
That's
every
crazy.
day.
Oh, they're gonna say way longer.
Yeah.
He's had the record at different points over the past of the last like 15 years, but somebody like last year took his record, so he's been off and on practicing, but he went into like a 3-month play every day, multiple hours, and he finally got the record back.
Do you think he's happy?
He is.
That's great.
100%.
That's great. I'm so glad that's the answer.
He has he has such a funny old YouTube video. This was back when like most people in Mario Kart, you had zero idea what they looked like. And he posted a video of him basically doing man on the street interviews in his town, where he would go up to random people and he was like, would your opinion of me change if you knew I had a world record in Mario Kart Wii? And then it would just be like some guy and they'd be like, that sounds cool. Like, but the modding and the infections didn't really exist. Like you couldn't give hacks to other people, but what you could do is like client side stuff decided something like your items. So some dude who's like modding the fuck out of the game before the race starts could like be in a star and a mega mushroom tossing 10 blue shells.
Wow.
And they would just fuck with you like that. And they could also hack their rating to stuff past the limit. So their rating would be like 50,000, right? Instead of the typical like 999 cap. And what they would do, there used to be these there was 2 groups, the white hats and the black hat hackers of Mario Kart Wii.
Stories old as time.
There was for the lose hackers and for the win hackers.
Let's go, dude.
And people who would just like get into your lobby and intentionally harass you with this item bullshit and then win the race with like low points and tank your rating by beating you. Because if they have like 50 points and you have 9,000 or 8,000, then the way the system works is it just drains your rating because it seems like you've lost to a terrible player.
That's so funny.
But then there was these good guys on the other side where if they got in your lobby, they still did all the item spammy stuff, but then they would intentionally lose the race
and they boost everyone up.
And then they boosted everybody's rating. So then if you had a friend who like wasn't that good of a player, maybe their rating was like 8,000 or like low 9,000s, which was like bad for competitive players, then you saw them jump to max in like a day, it's like you fucking cheated, bro. Like that was like the equivalent to this in Mario Kart.
Right.
But all the map changes and things are client side. So like if you wanted to play custom maps with people, you couldn't just infect or change. You needed everybody in the lobby to have the mod pack like installed.
So if you, this is funny because I also wanted to make fun of Nick a lot.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because last year I did the same thing with San Andreas on PC.
Dude, it's sick.
And I wanted to do, I wanted to make it look cool and play through the game. It apparently is only run right now by a Brazilian San Andreas community. All the mods are in, what do they speak? Portuguese. And you have to use Google Translate. It's insanely active. They play online all the time.
So
it's crazy. But they're the only community doing it.
Yeah.
And they kind of shit you out. You have to go in and like modify the memory like allowance to like let the game access more RAM and shit, and like do notepad like file manipulation. It was crazy.
It is cool
and
how
I was up till 5 in the
old
morning.
games like this get carried on because all of the Nintendo stuff, like not just Mario Kart, anything that was on like Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, like DS games, like Wii games, all of those servers were shut down in 2014 by Nintendo. So the way you play online now is like you have to mod your console to some degree to connect to custom servers that are hosted by this guy in Germany who just lets basically thousands of people access old online games they used to play.
Everyone hit.
Yeah, and it's been free for a decade now. And that's like longer than the lifespan of the actual like console and like actual services.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I've been thinking at the end of this, it would be a crime to not post everything I've learned on one of these forums.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you're like me out there, there's got to be people like me who just like don't get obsessed as I do with stuff like this.
Dude, there's probably
who are like, oh, I'd love to do this, but I can't find the information.
And they
whatever.
just give up.
Yeah, they just give up.
But you're like fighting the good fight and unlocking it.
I will sit and stare at a string of code without knowing what code is or how to write it and
Yeah.
just figure out what it means over the course of 6 hours. I'll just stare at it and be like, oh, it's probably doing this. Let's test that.
trial and error.
A lot of it is like a lot of the strings are just like you're taking like people will make full mod menus in the game where like you bind your left D-pad to open up a menu on your screen that you can go through and select mods while you're playing.
Yeah.
But all of the stuff you're seeing in the menu is like taking things from other parts of the game and repurposing it and Frankensteining it.
Right,
It's not like it's not often there are
not
examples
like
of this. It's not often brand new code.
Yeah.
There are examples of it being brand new code, and there are people who like do this in such a creative way that they're functionally writing new code. Like there's some that like I have one right now that like you press a button and then like it turns your entire lobby into like a prop hunt lobby. Like it just changes the way the game works, and you can choose different models that are already in the game. And
it's cool the length of time because I remember like I imagine something similar here is like with Mario Kart when the mods used to be so dog shit. Like at the beginning, the like tools available and like what people could make like looked so bad, were like so rudimentary. But the stuff people make now, because the tools have like expanded and been built, like the new tracks that people make for that game now look like new tracks from an actual Mario Kart game.
I think it's probably because of like it's probably similar to like the Melee breakthroughs where like they can code stuff in Melee now and like what is it like in C or Java, whatever it is. Like it used to be they had to work with like a proprietary Nintendo language, and now they can like people have created tools to like port it over to.
That's why they put Diddy Kong in there and shit.
Yeah, that's why it's so easy to make shit like that now.
Yeah.
And all you see that like random shift where it was just like mods were shitty. Oh my god, they're amazing. What
all of a
happened?
sudden it's fucking
It wasn't like
amazing,
a guy that came along. It kind of it is in no sense, but that shit's nuts. Well, I'll have you all know at the end of this little segment, I figured it out. I finally got a patch working that I made.
And now your game is a little bit more blue.
And now it's a little more blue and shiny.
that's really cool,
And also
man.
there's more like the sun is a different color a little bit.
Oh my God.
What is this?
This is Mario Kart
Crazy
Wii.
Taxi or
No,
or GTA?
it's Mario Kart Wii.
No,
With a
I'm
Lexus
saying-
LC 500.
I was saying, what's the mod? I know
Oh.
it's Mario Kart, but what's the car ported from?
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude, this game would be so much cooler if it had a real ass car.
Wait,
Dude, it's just like Need for Speed.
Yeah, it looks like one of those arcade racers you
dude,
play.
they should make this a map, like the map they're on. I know it's already a map. They should make this a map, but you all play in the cars that are already on the road. Like
Yeah.
one uses the bus and
Yeah,
one
that'd
uses.
be cool.
Dude, this is insane.
This is like Cruising USA.
I have not seen this.
Press 1, by
Gran
the way,
Turismo.
in the chat if you ever did mail bomb trick on your Wii.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was my
Dude,
was my first
you
one.
have
That
no
was so
idea what a
fun.
breakthrough that was.
It was so
Because
cool.
before letterbomb, before
yeah.
letterbomb existed, modding your Wii was such a fucking
FBI?
pain in the ass.
It's just it's not what you think.
It's a
I promise.
If you've done mail bomb trick,
no, and then
right into the yard.
and then some people use Anthrax, but and also a Wii mod.
I promise it's not what you think. Don't freak
No,
out.
Dude, it felt so cool the first time I ever saw the red envelope and I had to click it. And then my Wii
so
goes.
badass.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, what'd I do?
You used to have to do it only through like game exploits that worked based on which firmware you had on the Wii. So like depending on the firmware you had, there was a different set of games that had exploits that allowed you to do the modding that like letterbomb lets you do basically. And so like if you were on version like 4.2 of the Wii menu, then you had to use Lego Indiana Jones to like mod your fucking Wii.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, and you just like had to hope you owned one of the games. And then Brawl had a really consistent one, which is how people would launch PM.
Yeah.
Because most people
I
had
only
that
get it for
game.
PM.
We all stand on the shoulders of DJ Z-Made. Who eventually went insane and dyed his skin to become black.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot about
That's
this.
that's a Nuka Zeus to you. That's
Oh,
new
man,
name.
change his name.
sorry.
New skin, new name.
You reminded me of something too. The trial and error stuff is always funny because the way code worked on things like action replays for DS games is like it's just digits 0 to 9 rows of them,
hex.
and then
Yeah,
you'd have to
shit.
figure out the hex line within the like Pokemon that you had to change, like what value you had to change to get the change in the game you wanted, and you could sit there and like trial and error like hex code for Pokemon games. I never did this myself, but I would go on forums and like browse action replay codes for Pokemon. And also the DS Pokemon games were the first generation that you could trade globally for like for Pokemon in general, right?
But now you're sending action replay dildo Pokemon.
Dude, kinda.
Yep.
Like you would this was the first generation where like hacking and modding was like so incredibly easy because of the popularity of action replay, but it's also the first generation that you could just trade Pokemon online.
Yeah.
So I had a code that on my DS that let you just clone Pokemon you had. So anything I wanted to trade for, I would just find a trade of like an interesting Pokemon, find the one that they wanted,
Dude.
clone it, keep my guy.
You got
and
up
then
to some
get
shit like
theirs.
that?
Yeah.
You're a little crook like that?
Action replay all code. Give Lickitung libido. What's he gonna use that for?
Dude, it's so funny. You see the crossover and the sort of evolution of young people entering their hormonal period and then like using the skills and the time they have to like see boobs or something. Like I've told this before, that, like in Brood War, some of the maps you would get into was literally just they would draw out a naked woman on the map, and in the mini map would be like a 100 by 100 pixel depiction of like, you know, a naked woman.
Just any
And
way
you would
to
just
do
get
it.
in there, download the map.
It's like that.
and that was a way to look at
the clip of Alex seeing the back-to-back penis boobs in the Black Ops lobby is so funny to me because similar to how the mod game has had an arms race and an increase in quality, I was like, dude, these are way better than when I was playing Black Ops as a
Oh,
kid.
it's
like the
out of control.
details kind of astounding.
It's funny too. You were talking about the gatekeeping of you have to join the lobby to get infected and all that in Xbox, because this culture existed for a while in online games like Warcraft 3 when you played Dota. So you would get, because the new Dota version would come out, you could download it from the website and put it in your directory and you'd have it. Or, which was usually, I don't know, faster, better, or worse, you go into a game, you beg them to let you download it. Because when you get into the game, you can download the map in the waiting lobby really fast. And so now people downloading it implied one of two things. One, you haven't played in a while, so you were shit, so they didn't want you in the lobby. Or two, you were just lazy and you didn't want to do it. So it would be like Dota 6.83b, no DL. And no DL meant if you started downloading, you would get kicked immediately.
Dude.
And but it took, if you could sneak into a lobby and get it downloaded, you just had it forever now.
Yeah.
So you could kind of like just get in there, download it fast, get out.
Yeah,
Nobody knows.
In COD, like in the forums and stuff, it's kind of crazy that they're also gatekeeping because none of them were charging for the service.
It was all pride.
Like having a JTAG, if you want, so it really depends how you do it, but a lot of the people that were hosting lobbies are paying to host lobbies because they're paying for the KV that lets their JTAG go online. They're not hosting from their retail because if you're hosting from your retail, then you can't use that Xbox while you're hosting. Like you just can't play Xbox. And all these guys play Xbox.
You can't play Overlord.
So they either have 3 Xboxes, which I don't think most of them did, or they're hosting on the JTAG and then they're just like unplugging the HDMI and playing on their normal console while people join it. Because people can just join it passively and get infected.
Yeah.
And they're posting on the forum like, go join this gamer tag.
It's selfless then.
I think it's for street cred.
Yeah.
What these dudes wanted was higher ranks on the forum websites. And they wanted like to get like they wanted to go from rookie to fucking, you know, like
yeah, because all the forums would have
and-
rankings
Yeah, they
based
have
on like
rankings.
your post activity,
Exactly.
your likes.
God.
Yeah.
And that's why they wouldn't give it away because they had to come to like their forum post and join them and then and if you wanted to get in, what a lot of them would do is they would say post your gamer tag below if you want to get in. You can, if you know the gamer tag you're joining, you can just join it. But they want your gamer tag to go through the effort of inviting you because you have to post on the forum.
Yeah.
So it's just they all wanted to be like credible online in COD forums. That's all they wanted. And they were paying money to do this.
Dude, we assign so much value to like crazy shit. It's so funny.
This is boy stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, it
100%.
It is, but like, I don't know. That feels exclusionary because like girls are insane too.
It doesn't mean that girls can't do it. It's just this is the type of shit that you tell a dude and they're just like, nice, dude. That rules.
I think the girl social economy online is just different. It was just in different places.
I think there are girls who did this same shit, but on Neopets.
I think, dude, I think it. If we were to use the example of fandoms for things, I feel like it still exists. Like the clout and like being the gatekeeper of information or a person that a lot of people follow and like, I don't know, Blackpink Twitter.
I think it's
Like-
funny that as people online, we are always one sentence away from a Taylor Swift stan putting a 50 cal in our head.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of beautiful. Like we say
Like,
the wrong thing and
I think
we get wetted up.
Now that I think about it, the women are more threatening in their spaces. Because when I was wielding my fucking 5 stars on Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Maker forum, I didn't have violence. I didn't ready to deploy.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of things evolved. Like the beauty of all these things being attached in these accounts is like that you can find where someone lives.
It's somewhat of a blurry line between modding and cheating. Like modding in video games and cheating in video games are very, very closely related. Like you could argue me having an increased FOV when I play COD console is me cheating. Right.
Yeah.
Most people would just say it's cosmetic and looks cool, whatever. So like in my head, I'm like, I feel like if you found a big mega list of everyone who's ever cheated in video games, it's like 99% boys.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
I can buy that.
I think it's like the genetic code of like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a boy. I don't give a fuck.
I think it's just it's also just like the sub community of like gaming, especially at that time. It's just a space that is like way more male dominated to begin with.
Dude, this reminds me of Miles is telling me because Miles used to play hardcore WoW before they made the official server. And it was like basically private servers that were kind of like community run. You had to get an add-on for the game that like verified you. People would cheat in that and shit. But what was more interesting was that there were people dedicated to killing you during your hardcore run, like basically pulling a mob to make it attack you, following you around. There were like these evil like these mercenaries dedicated to just like trolling and ruining your hardcore, right?
Yeah.
To 60. And that was back when it was like, there's way less people. It wasn't like a lot of people like helping each other. It was more hardcore of a hardcore server. And
the hardcore.
And what was funny is that there were people, like you were saying, the white hats that would develop as warriors to defend.
Dude, that's so
It's like
amazing.
it's like a mini society within the game.
It is,
like
it is
people
more
pick a
beautiful
side,
that
like,
those two things are happening than if neither of them existed.
I know,
Dude,
exactly, right?
It's just like they're like, I'm just thinking about how it's so crazy how this exists across all these gaming communities. Like there was just the fucking psychos on the Mario Kart forum who would be like, yep, this is the program that pulls people's IP from Skype. Fuck them. Like I'm DDoSing, or like people who would like cheat in league matches. There was this thing in Mario Kart league matches called, cause if you got caught cheating, you were usually banned. Or if like you were suspected of cheating, consistently suspected, they put you on something called conditionals. And what you had to do if you were on conditionals is you had to use a camera or like a capture card to stream you in your room, starting up your Wii start to finish and getting in the lobby to prove that you weren't cheating. But then people like the arms race of like outpacing the conditionals footage. Like it started off with like poster recording, right? But then people just started pre-recording their startups and like faking it.
Let's go.
And then people started like, you can't do it with capture cards. You need to show yourself physically in your room doing it with a camera,
the 4chan post
live
time,
streaming, like
notepad.
And every community like devolves into these like evil and good figures that like pick a side. And there's like always the normal people in the middle that just like wanted to play the game.
Slime, I've been thinking about you a lot.
In a romantic way?
No, I've been thinking about how
Boring. Snore.
You haven't
Make
got-
it romantic. Make it romantic and I'll listen to you.
I've been thinking about you in a romantic way.
Nice.
I've been thinking about how if I were to give you soft but gentle kisses all over your body,
Oh yeah.
How it-
Nipples too.
nipples, there will be play. How it would just be so inconvenient that you have so much hair.
Right. Because I got hairy ass nipples. I'll
Because you're
say
a
that.
Greek man.
I'm Greek
and you're full
I'm,
of hair.
I'm Greeking and I'm geeking.
And I want to give you something awesome. Can I do that?
Of course, I would love that.
I
my
would love to
romantic
give
partner.
you the new Manscaped razor.
Really?
Not just any Manscaped razor, the Chairman Pro.
The Chairman Pro electric foil shaver. Are you sure you want to give that to me?
The thing is, they got bored of numbers. They were like, what if we called them people?
Whoa.
Yeah, they used to be on some .0s. Now they're on the Chairman.
The Chairman.
And you got to sit down in a chair, man, and listen.
I like that because it's like you're a CEO of being smooth.
Back to being romantic. I swear, there will be tongue.
Okay.
Areola.
I want candles.
There will be roses and candles and roses and all sorts of.
But I want it to be Star Wars
all
themed too
sorts
because
of
we're millennials.
Whipped cream, and I'll be in a big bear costume.
I want it millennial. Make it millennial.
It'll be.
Is there a sorting hat?
And you'll be such a derp. Such a.
Oh yeah. Me gusta.
Me gusta. You're gonna like. You know what you're gonna like? The skin safe 4-blade foil for a close but smooth shave.
I'm gonna be as smooth as Slave Leia from Return of the Jedi.
You won't be any sort of labor that isn't paid for. You will just be you, covered in no hair.
That's
but
fine.
What's great, what I like about Manscaped razors, I could do in the shower
Okay.
because they're waterproof.
Still waterproof. Love that. Rechargeable. 75 minutes of shaving time.
And it's got a cool logo on it that kind of looks like the His Infernal Majesty logo.
Dude, you know what? And that reminds me, get the Chairman Pro today and experience a shave that is as smooth as you and Bam Margera deserve.
Yes.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code THEYARD at manscaped.com. One more time. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code THEYARD, one word, at manscaped.com.
And bro, they gave us a vanity link that's the actual name instead of a number. That's pretty cool.
Doesn't that feel good?
Don't you want to test if it works?
I mean, if it does work and then you end up getting a discount, who's the real winner there? You and your smooth partner and yourself, who is also smooth.
Hey, as a podcaster that authentically and genuinely uses a product, I support this message. And now we'll go back to the episode. AGDQ, but one person is hacking and cheating their run, and the stream has to figure out who it is.
It's funny because I watch a lot of these videos about like this speedrunner got caught cheating.
I watch all these too.
Yeah, right? Aren't they funny? And some of them are like, actually, I would argue most of them are like, yeah, it was actually really obvious now that we think about it.
I mean, I think I had that exact same thought like 2 days ago because I watched that. I think it was who was it? Was it Carl Jobs? Who made the Jump King one? I don't know. It was kind of recent.
Hello, you absolute legends.
Yeah, it was him.
On January 21st, he would say this slur.
Very similar to your lector.
Yeah, he's an Australian lector, maybe.
I was watching the Jump King one, and it's like, oh yeah, like if you know anything about anything, he spliced basically the entire run.
Yeah.
All splice. To me, I think the first thing I thought was like, gaming is actually a lot smaller. Like the sub communities of gaming are so tiny.
Yeah.
There's just not enough people.
Yeah, in most communities, there's not enough people to like go through and check, or like people
care.
that have the knowledge or care to like.
It takes a certain amount of obsessed for all of this to occur in general. Because I've been watching these videos about how they broke the Mario. People who do tasks a lot, the tool assisted speedruns, they start coding. They start like fucking with the hex values and shit. And it's like how they broke Super Mario Bros. 3 to beat it in like 0.17 seconds. And it's because you have to do like subframe inputs. And it's basically just a coding class. It's like, here's how the game is broken down and here's how you modify it. And I'm like, these people back in like the 1800s either would have been inventors or just like died knowing about the molecules in bread. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a cool thing that we've allowed like these spaces for insane people to just be obsessed
to get it all out.
They have to get it out. Like, because what they're doing is they're beating Mario 3 really fast.
Yeah.
They're not solving.
No.
They're making up a problem and solving it, like speedrunning, like we talked about. But it's weirdly fulfilling, and it's like the human condition of just doing that and making up a field goal and then putting a fucking football through it. And it's fun. I like that. And that's why you're not insane for what you're doing, even though you are, and you should be shamed for it.
Yeah.
And in an earlier time, you would be shamed, and I wish you were.
And they cover me in tar.
And they cover you.
Yeah.
They cover you in liquids and juices.
You'd be a ghoul.
And they make you
They'd call
their
you a
little
ghoul
ghoul.
or a
I'd
wizard.
I'd be so bad.
You'd be a wet little ghost for all of us.
And they'd cook you.
What was I gonna say?
We'd cook your little goose body.
Think about cheating. I'm so brain fogged today. I think
We're
it's all
fucked.
And maybe it's the Call of Duty modding until 5 a.m. I don't know. It can't be that.
It might be that. It might be that.
What you were talking about modding? You were talking about
Dude, it's like we all smoked a bunch of weed.
Oh,
this is crazy.
I was gonna say. A lot of times too, it's just technology advances. Like someone will post a fucking like a GoldenEye run from like when the game came out and they had the world record because they posted on a niche forum, and then like 10 years later, it's like everyone has like audio programs now.
Yeah.
On their computers. So someone will just download it and be like, oh, the waveform's fucked. Anyone would see this if back then this person wouldn't have done this if they knew it was this accessible.
And it's for no bag. That's what I keep
It's
coming
all
back to. If
pride on the internet.
Yeah, that's the beautiful
We all want
part.
to be cool on the internet because we're not cool in real life.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. That's why I tried to beat GoldenEye really fast.
To be fair, that's Ryan Lockwood.
I think it's, well, he never cheated.
No, I'm just saying he's a cool guy.
Because
he beat GoldenEye fast.
Because he said funny things when he did his world record.
So I think people who cheat, they usually cheat again because they started running because they wanted to be notable in the community. They realized the road there was a little too hard. They go, okay, well, I'll just do this little thing.
Well, like Carl Jopes always says, he says, speedrunners don't cheat to get a fast time. They cheat to get a time faster.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny is there's people, the people who like get caught and then double down. Like, they try to like explain it away.
When someone says I didn't cheat and the video is only 10% done, I'm like,
there's one guy and his, I think he was like an Austrian guy, which his tag was Blackie, which.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like the guy.
This guy was up to no good?
Yeah, and this is an Austrian guy.
Austrian, you say?
Usually posting art on the forum.
What kind of art?
Like symbols. And
Dude, what an awesome shape.
All right, this guy actually was. His tag was. His
God,
tag,
he goes left
he had
and
like
down,
a link
then
profile
left and down.
picture. His tag was Blackie, and then I did.
Okay.
And he did time trials at Mario Kart, and I remember he was famous for the fact that he cheated. Like, it was like by the time that I was in the community, people knew that like this guy fucking cheats his time trials. Like, this is obvious. He's so obviously cheating. But one of the most common way to cheat is, like in all of speedrunning, is using save states, right? And just using tassing to like get a good time and then trying to show it as your own. But he went further. There's this one shortcut on this one track called Dry Ruins where you hop over the sand and you just do a little hop, you clear like a corner, very simple. But he did this crazy, and then he, on July 29th, he does this shortcut where he more aggressively cuts off the sand and like the water behind it. And he like launches with like no mushroom, no items. And I'm watching this, I'm like, that's the first time I've ever seen it. I'm like, that's crazy. You can fucking do that? And then at first I thought it was legit. And then people told me he's cheating. I'm like, that's crazy. Because even with tasks, that seems insane. Like I didn't know you could make that jump.
Where is the speed itself?
Because he had shifted. This is what made it insane. Is like he had doubled down that he wasn't cheating for a while, and then he's like, "You got me. I'm a tasser. Like I'm tassing." And then people, to explore the mechanics of a game, will post task world records to like show the limits of like what the game is, right? So he posts this time as the task world record, and he does this crazy jump, and people are like, this still seems weird.
No way.
And then he's just like, no, it's like you just have to nail it. Like I did the save states right. Turns out he had modded the driving textures in the game so that the like off-road section that slows you down extended further so he could get enough speed to make this jump.
Dude, he said, I want another bite.
So he's already in the like cheater competition and decided to cheat more and then tripled down again to insist that it's actually legit. And I was like, who is this for? Because we all think you're a bad guy. We all think you cheat.
You talk right now.
You're right.
Yeah.
You either
I made this guy talk.
To get me to, if you played Mario Kart to get me to talk about you, you either had to triple down on cheating or you had to become a pedophile in the UK. And that's what it takes to get on this podcast.
Which way, Western man?
I remember it being so funny even back then because it was like, you're already cheating. Why would you cheat more?
Cheating a task is so interesting too because it's like that's kind of what a task is. You can't do it as a human. You are cheating.
You could just keep tassing more. Like you don't have to break the mold.
That's so sick, actually. That's just generational.
I know. I always thought that was so interesting that he did that.
I think, what I'd like to, speaking of cheating, I want to, and that's actually nothing to do with cheating, I want to break Nick Yingling's neck with a fucking pipe.
Yeah, that would feel awesome.
How about
Nick
that?
Yingling!
I think it feels awesome for him.
You come in here. Come in. He
No,
wants to break your neck like a pipe.
I don't want to see this fucking dumbass.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't do that.
Here it comes.
What do you want, man?
What do you want, dude? Why? Now look at how demure you look. Don't close the door. You talk out the side of your neck all fucking weak at me, bro.
Dude, you're wearing the Bass Pro hat like LP.
Because, dude, you're mean. Explain why you're so mean.
Don't sit on Kirby.
You just sat on Kirby, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, you put him under.
Oh my god. I bet it smells crazy down there.
Dude, how about you fucking work?
Okay, it's not all of you. It's just slime.
It's kind of
Okay,
me too.
that's true. You don't have a
It's
job.
just slime.
I don't say shit to him.
You don't
Yes,
have a job.
you do.
You do.
No, I don't.
You say it the
Every
most.
day.
Dude, he does this shit to me.
No,
What if this was the podcast?
But that's different because you don't have a job.
Yeah, but okay, listen. And it sounds petty, childish. He started it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you fucking did.
Nick Yingling didn't like my Instagram post, so I DM him on Instagram. Can I go get the chicken Big Mac with you, big bro? No reply.
I went alone.
You went without him?
Do you like?
My God.
Do you like abuse people emotionally? Everything you do is you turn it around into some like evil fucked up spire of fucking like lies and gaslighting, bro. It's disgusting. Don't put your hands in. Don't do YouTube face. Don't do that,
Dude, you
I don't
do
see
it.
that.
You.
He says.
Why are you talking like a Mexican mother?
You do this to me.
I
You turned me into this person.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No!
You've always been evil.
No, I haven't.
Talking to the mic.
I'm
I
yelling.
slapped the
The
dog
mic
shit.
can
It
hear
definitely
me.
hears him. It
The
definitely
mic
hears
hears me.
him.
I promise you that.
Yingling, have you ever modded a video game? You ever get into modding any games?
No.
No? All right, well, conversation's over, I guess.
Why'd you ask?
We've been talking about that for an hour and a half.
Do you want to squash
you
this
talk-
shit, or
No.
do you want to fucking
I don't care.
keep being cat
No,
and mouse?
I don't want
See,
to
that's
do-
what I'm talking about. He doesn't want to squash it. I would love to
It's
squash.
my turn to be petty.
How do you have a turn? I didn't do anything wrong.
Yingling,
All you do.
do you think that you're the cat or the mouse?
Both. Sometimes.
No. You gotta pick one. You can't be both.
No, we change.
What is
we
sometimes?
switch. We switch
Both
off.
at the
What are you
same
right
time?
now?
Right now, I'm the fucking cat.
And you're the mouse? You think
Yes,
that's
I'm
true?
chasing his dumbass around all the time.
Wait,
It feels like you're the mouse right now.
am I the cat? Is it more better to be the cat or the
more
mouse?
better?
Who cares?
Which one's more better?
Is it more better to do it better?
To
Like,
cat.
it's just-
Yeah, all right.
Why
fine.
did you get mad about me not liking your Instagram post and then not reply to me about the chicken
I
Big
didn't
Mac?
get mad about it. I got sad about it because anger is sadness repackaged.
I feel like he got
Oh,
mad.
that's a learning moment, Yingling.
Think about that.
And you got your face
Why
in
do
your
you
hat.
think I'm mad? It's because my friend doesn't heart my shit.
Why didn't you get the chicken Big Mac with him?
Because I went alone and it was really close. And I was already in the car when he messaged me. I don't want to sit and wait for Yingling.
I
come
replied
over.
6 minutes after you posted it.
I know. I had to go. And I got the chicken Big Mac and it was fucking terrible.
He had to go.
What do you want?
Anyone have the Kai meal yet?
It's kind of that's what it is.
Oh.
But I had one, it was gas before Blade, and then I had one after Blade. So who knows?
You had two?
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you the thing is, I don't look for times to get back at you, but you look for times to beat me.
You feel like
and
you're
win
good.
against me. And now you're doing like blowing
And
steam out of your
now you're
ears.
doing like a...
I'm breathing. I'm trying to keep it all in.
Why
I'm
don't you let
trying
it
to
out?
keep it all
Why don't
in.
you let it out?
It's so hard.
I want to see what you're made of.
He just doesn't have a fucking job, and he's so mean to me.
Dude,
and
I'm
he's
not
so
mean to me.
me.
That's crazy. The shit you say to me is so mean. I'll come in here and be like, "What's up? Well, if it isn't Nick Yingling, you don't have a fucking job."
No. It's not right away. It's not right away. It's not right away. It's not right away.
Yingling, walk me through it. How's it go?
I come in, he goes, well, it's Nick Yingling. I goes, oh, hi, Slime, how's your day going? And then he goes, some snarky remark about how I do nothing for the company. and then I go, you don't have a job!
Never said that. I have dead ass never said that. I have dead ass never said that. That's crazy.
You know, I thought I lie a lot. You lie
That's
just as much.
Oh my
You
God.
lie just as fucking much.
How do you beat this? I need to like record you now.
Are you
We
saying...
are recording.
Are you implying he's keeping it 98?
He keeps at fucking 40.
Oh my God, that's lower than
40.
90.
That's
so
so low.
offensive to
That's
say.
so low.
That's more,
Most of the time you're lying. Because I do be lying most of the time.
all right, man. Look, we'll squash later. Fucking.
I'm going to go play Inscription again.
It's good. You'll like it.
Why'd you sit on it,
Hey,
man?
say hi to... Oh, you don't know that yet.
There you go.
No, he's
Hey, you fucking with the... You fucking with the stoat?
He doesn't want to talk to
He
you.
doesn't know what
Whatever.
you're talking about, man.
See. He's a.
He's flipping you off. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
dude, come
dude,
on.
he fucking mooned me.
That's the workplace. All right, nice.
Ludwig,
well done.
Ludwig needs to come back.
I actually respect him more for
he
that.
get that
Without
ball.
Ludwig,
Get-
we're a crazy little group.
I know.
We get a little crazy.
We do
without
this
him.
shit with Ludwig. I remember the other day I said I would slap the dog shit out of Nick Yingling, and I think Ludwig had to say he said you can't say that, and I think he just had to say that
Yeah.
even though he agreed because I was in the right,
He
and that's
agreed.
why
know if he
that's why he's a good boss.
Right.
Because he'll say shit he doesn't believe
And
to
Lud
save the
slaps the
company.
dog shit out of him all the time.
That's
it's
what I'm
part. It's
saying.
part of the job.
Blood does smack him around.
You want to work in LA? You're
I've
gonna
been
get the
meaning-
dog shit slapped out of you.
I've been
couple
meaning
times.
to say something about that.
You don't work for these damn influencers; they're gonna hurt you, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna influence her.
Where's Alex, dude? Let's just get you. Let's just airlift you
That's
out of
good.
here, bro.
You want to be an influencer, but you just influence her.
I'm trying. I'm trying to
YouTube.
look.
What is this crazy road we call
This
life?
wretched little life.
What is this crazy
full
little
of
Aiden,
junk food and porn.
What is this crazy porn-filled road we call life, dude?
Yeah,
Oh, the crazy porn-filled road.
Tell me that crazy little road. What is it?
that ain't Abbey Road.
What's the damn point of all this?
Murph.
Tell me. All right.
You went into fucking
I'm
McConaughey.
a young Matthew McConaughey. No, I'm a young 16-year-old at a melee tournament. I come up to you. I say, Aiden, you're my favorite in the podcast. I love you. What the fuck are you trying to laugh for? I'm trying to be serious with you.
Wait, you're Southern?
Yeah, we're in.
But you're 16?
We're right now. We're in damn fucking North Carolina,
Okay.
and I'm 16, and my daddy owns a gator.
Oh, okay. So you can date an adult.
Yeah, of course.
16 in North Carolina.
Yeah.
16.
Weird.
If
You know that.
if your dad owns a gator.
If your dad owns a gator, age of consent goes out the window.
Yeah.
Understand
Yeah,
that.
that's
Because
the
you're raised
double
under
negative.
tough circumstances.
My dad owns
I
a gator.
just think-
I come up to you, I say, hey, not damn, love you so much.
I don't think you
16
should be
years old.
hooking up with minors in general, but some of them.
Sir, I have a gator.
Some of them they grew up with gators and they matured a bit faster.
They learn not to get bitten.
You get a gator in the home, you're on edge. At all
Son, I didn't
times.
realize you have a gator. All right, get on now. My bad.
Go on, be well.
Oh,
in this,
you're mature
in
for
this
your
Taco
age.
Bell bathroom.
You're mature for your age. You grow up with a gator in the home.
Listen,
I took a gator to prom.
I come up to you, I'm 16.
You
I
took
say,
that gator prom.
hey, you're my favorite. I have a gator. I want to talk to you. Now, what? Can you tell me? I'm only 16. I got my whole damn life ahead of me.
Keep saying you're 16. It's kind of weirding me out.
What would you tell me as advice? What's the meaning of this life?
What's the meaning of this
This
life?
damn porn-filled life on Earth.
And junk food, too.
I don't think it should be porn filled. You watching?
It is,
Maybe
though.
you shouldn't
Well,
be
it
watching
is.
porn.
We all don't think it should, but it is.
That's one of the realities of the world.
You cut that out.
And the
that
gators
out for
don't
one.
use,
Tell me to
they
cut
don't
the
use
porn
teeth
out.
if you train them.
You gotta take the porn out of there.
So no porn.
Life, no porn. That's not the. That's ruining your brain, son.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
What else?
Well, you're gonna want to show up to a couple melee tournaments here and there.
You say,
Give unto others as they give unto you.
yeah.
And keep watching this goddamn podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And make sure you take your debit credit card and
Sheesh.
put it in that damn Patreon.
Keep calm and listen to the yards.
Keep calm. And dude, that's hard, bro.
Yeah, we should make those.
We should just post that on the Twitter.
we need the graphic. I
Yeah.
want to post the graphic.
What's that from?
It's the
Like,
it's
who
the
made that?
recruiting. It's the recruiting ad that they use for UK citizens in World War II. I think. Keep calm and
Oh, it's that old?
keep calm and carry on. I think that's.
This
Oh
is
yeah, that is it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I want to get a keep calm and chive on back tattoo. The chive, bro.
What is this?
Dude, the chive. You guys never fucked.
What the fuck are
Bro,
you talking about?
that fucking dude. It was the
I
hot.
don't like when it's when you bring it up and you're
Yeah.
like, dude, this thing
Zipper,
and
dude.
zipper claps. I know it's some fucking
It was
old
like,
shit.
how do I put it? It was like Barstool for 2009 culture. Dude, the chive, bro. Illegal stuff that we should probably let off the
Wait,
leash a
is
bit.
this still
19
live? Like, is
gifts.
this what it looks like right
All
now?
this shit is still
God,
up, bro.
I hated that photo. Go back up.
Yo.
Do you think this site pays for itself still?
I think there's a lot of people who still visit old internet like shit, like internet shit.
Yeah.
I think about this a lot with like endemic fan bases that never quite let go.
Wait,
Dude, they're
that's a
all written by
CRT.
Zach.
Scroll down. CRT.
Dude, Zach is putting this fucking website on his
we
back,
have
bro.
that TV.
We do
Yeah.
have that Princess TV. Every Melee player's seen the TV. Mega. Okay.
Oh, SpongeBob
okay.
This is
TV.
actually a good thread.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
I
something you
would-
like.
Solid thread.
That's good. If an old ass website has stuff I currently like, that's a good website.
that
Is
reminded
it?
me-
Guy who's
Yeah.
almost 30?
Okay.
That
dude,
reminded me.
First of all, first of all, I'm 28 and I have a JTAG. So why don't you lay off me?
Dude,
Because I will fucking hack your Xbox.
you're
I
gonna-
will steal your Microsoft
Dude, you're
points.
gonna be Banks at the Netspend concert getting fucking clowned
Wait,
on,
can
bro.
I-
This is what's gonna happen when I meet Banks. I'm gonna be like, dude, do you remember playing together? And he's gonna be like, no, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna be like, oh, it's all good. And that'll be it. And it'll
That'll
be
be the
kind
whole
of kind
interaction.
of sad.
You no, because then you go like, I used to play with this guy, and be like, oh,
And he'll be
bro.
like, yeah, I remember those guys.
Dude, it was like we would be in the lobbies together, and then like this was my tag, and it was like, dude, you didn't wear the hat much back then either. And it,
Do
like,
you want to talk about
do
like?
you wanna- it was it was just back when you didn't have the hat on all the time.
I remember the hat not being on your head as much.
You
Dude,
didn't
one
have
of the
to-
last times I ever played Xbox with that guy, he was talking shit to a guy on the other team on Search and Destroy, and he said he was calling him a loser, and he's like, when I'm older, I'm gonna be a fucking millionaire, and he was right.
It's kind of tight.
It's
when
kind
you
of
when you're
badass.
right.
I think he was in high school when he said that.
It's more tight when it happened. But
Dude,
that's-
is that really all it takes? Is manifesting real?
Yeah, you gotta manifest, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, what are you
And gotta-
manifesting right
and
now?
you have to be willing to scam some people.
I'm
along the way.
manifesting Yingling falling out of the window.
Up there?
Yeah. No,
Jeez.
no,
That-
not
those
that
windows
one. Not the
don't-
fake window on the set.
I was gonna say
the real
Oh,
window
like the
real.
real windows don't open.
in the studio. We can open them.
Okay.
This shit is locked up like a Vegas hotel.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna change that.
I'm gonna change it just for Yingling.
I have a question. You know, I hate to circle back to Xbox modding, but
I would love to.
What does the JTAG have in it? Like, why is it a JTAG?
That's a great question.
it's like J-Date.
I just want to know.
It's a great question, Aiden. So if you want to make one, you have to know how to micro solder because what you do,
Jesus.
they're called RGHs, reset glitch hack, and it's the long explanation short. There's like basically you add 2 wires and it tricks the Xbox into booting a certain way.
Keep calm and chive
Keep
on.
calm and JTAG. That's probably already on there somewhere.
Keep calm and JTAG.
That's definitely on a forum somewhere.
Dude, we thought of the most awesome gamer tag. So like the menu that you boot like everything from on a JTAG is called XEX. Dude, Charli XEX as a fucking username.
Yeah,
going back on the forum and making that username, it's so fire. But
She was around?
And then posting the updated
she
guides.
was not around.
Dead ass.
In
Back
2010?
then?
Dead ass.
She fucking wasn't.
Dead
dude.
ass. I think
In
I'm right.
2010.
I'm checking. Charli
Real shit?
XCX. If I'm right, you guys owe me $100 million.
I Love It by Iconopop came out in 2012. So what does that? So what does that do for me? That probably means she was
2012.
around. That probably means she was around.
2012, you're right. Uh-oh, I'm checking career. I'm checking career.
Fuck!
2008.
God.
She released MySpace as a teenager. I fucking knew it,
She
bro.
was around. How old is she?
I love being right sometimes.
I thought she was like 2010, 2011.
How old is she?
How old is Charli XCX?
Oh, wait, no. She was a teenager in 2008, so she's probably like 31.
She's 32.
She's 31 or 32
I
now.
mug.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
I
cool.
easily
Oh,
mug.
recently 32.
That's cool. We should have Rebecca Black on the podcast. Do you think that she'd understand us
Oh yeah.
She speaks English,
100%.
so I think it'd be fine.
as people, not like our words?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
had so many questions to ask her.
Like, you think I'd be like, who do you play in Melee? And she's like, what the hell are you talking about? Or would she be like, Kirby?
Do you think that Talk Tua would be interested in coming on?
No. I think, actually, I think we could get her on if we trick her. We could be
In-
like, hey, we're going to launch a coin and we'll give you, because she is into that shit.
She's in the coins.
Oh,
Hey,
dude, she's pushing
no.
Doge and shit.
Dude, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, bro. She's taking any bag she can find. We say there's a fresh lunchly for you right here on the set. We put it under a box with a
got
stick.
that.
I'll tell you.
Lunch,
I tell you this
the
much.
feastables.
We could definitely get talked to on in like a year.
A year? You're no.
Oh, in her fall off era?
Yeah.
We get her in 3 months, bro.
You think the fall off's coming that quick?
Connor can DM her for us. She follows him.
True.
I don't want no. I don't.
I don't want Connor
We
doing the
can
dirty
handle
work.
this. I don't want Connor.
I don't know,
being
man.
the
We need Connor to
go-between.
get guests. Dude, we can get George Santos. It was crazy, dude. When he came to the warehouse like last week, he was just showing me him and George texting. And I was like, this is so surreal to read.
I love that a disgraced public official is now in Connor Eats Pants' phone.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Isn't that fun?
Do you think Connor's in the black book?
Connor definitely is closer to the CI to knowing about aliens than we ever have been.
He's the closest of us.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
His Connor's tweet about when the Hamas leader was killed, he tweeted like, "I'm sorry, I will be pushing Fortnite Fridays because of an issue with our next guest."
That's fucking funny.
Imagine he was down.
Dude, that's fucking funny.
What's his name? The Ayatollah Premier of Iran. I bet Broken
I don't know.
Shoot. He's old. I bet Broken Shoot.
like the
really-
guy
in
who's
Fortnite.
like the
Well,
guy
of
who's
course
in
in
I thought you were
charge.
saying he was an accurate shooter. I was
I'm
like,
sure.
oh, maybe. Yeah.
Dude, him like just yelling in Farsi as Connor tries to get his interpreter to ask questions.
He's like, so, do you watch Dream?
Did they speak Farsi in Palestine?
No, in
Afghanistan,
in
right?
Iran.
In Iran.
Oh, in
We're talking
Iran,
about
Afghanistan.
Ayatollah.
You're talking about the guy who runs Iran, right?
Yeah. Me and bro. I know, bro.
That guy old.
He's old as fuck. I'm 34.
And he was on the forums, dude. He was trying to get his FOV to 90.
You know Osama
He's
was on
trying.
that
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Osama, dude,
JTAG.
I bet he has the patch I've been looking for.
That's why you can't find
Dude,
it.
If
there
anyone
was-
out there has Shiny and Defying's promo patch, I've been looking for that
There
shit. It's
was
hard
a
to find.
JTAG in the compound for sure.
Yeah, if he had Visual Boy Advance and WomboCombo.mp4, he definitely had a JTAG'd Xbox.
Watching the Zero Dark 30 deleted scenes and it's Chris Pratt's character, like he breaks the door down. He's like, dude, I think that's a JTAG Xbox.
Yeah.
Before they move to the
They
second
sit
floor.
down and play one out.
How do you guys feel about fruitless effort is like a hard way to put it, but like, so like I was thinking about, I had an idea. I was like, okay, one reason it's really hard to make pro mod patches and test them for Xbox is because you have to load them onto your Xbox and load them up, and it takes time and it's frustrating, and you don't really know exactly how, when you punch in a value, you can look at like an RGB scale and you can look that it says blue, but you don't really know how it's going to reflect in the game, right? I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I made a tool that like mimicked the way that lighting and color worked in the game, and then you could just adjust sliders and test how it would look on like an image.
Yeah.
And then when the image looks the way you want it to look, you can boot it up in the game.
So it renders it before you have to load up your Xbox
You could
for a half hour.
100% do this.
You could make this for sure.
Yeah.
It would take someone like me a lot of time. Like it would, like, I would have to learn so much.
You just need.
But if it would take someone like Otto, you know, maybe 2 weeks, right? I'm like, okay, I have that idea. It would be so useful to a community that barely even fucking exists anymore. How do you feel about efforts like that in your life? Because I know you have to run into these every once in a while.
No,
we were just I would love for this to exist. And if I don't do it, no one's going to do it. I guess I could pay someone to do it.
I think
but
it's
that feels
sick.
a little bit.
I think it is sick. I think it's like one of the coolest ways you could like use your position of like time and money now is like spending time on something that is like for a limited community that is not for profit, to do something that is just useful and cool that like, you know, a room full of people would appreciate because they don't have the resources or time to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's like how so many communities like this function. That's how like open source software works.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just you being willing and like caring enough about this thing is like the gateway to like it happening. And you're I think that's how I kind of look at Star League is like Star League right now is just this way.
Penis or regular?
Regular.
Oh, okay.
Regular Star League is
Penis Star League it couldn't even hold a candle to normal Star League.
It's just it affects like a somewhat limited group of people. It's not like fruitful like economically. It's just like we get to put money into something that people in SoCal Melee just really appreciate. And this is exactly the same thing. And then maybe because you make this tool, you make it possible for some dude who didn't have the money to like accelerate his efforts to build more stuff, and this community like builds more because of it. I think that's cool too.
In the particular example you're giving of this tool, the word itself is important, right? You're creating something that helps others create, which is in a way like much more selfless. It just depends on your level of obsession and like, because I don't know. The reason why you started doing this in the first place came from a place of I want this for myself. I want this for myself, and I want to achieve like a goal that I've set, which is to finish this thing and make it more blue.
I don't want to quit. Yeah, basically.
And I think that if you look at it through that lens, like none of this is really fruitless. If like beating Mario in 0.17 seconds is just like you wanted to do that, right? So I think about that kind of shit too, but it's also hard when you get older. A lot of the speedrunning shit I'm watching now is this one guy, I should shout him out. It's all like mostly RPG speedruns. And there's this challenge in Final Fantasy X speedrunning, or not even speedrunning, but challenge runs where it's like 9 letters. It's like no sphere grid, no summons, no overdrive, and it's like NSGS. It looks stupid as fuck. But people are like, a lot of the times in these histories of these challenges, like, yeah, so he ended up having to go to school and like do actual human shit. So a lot of movement didn't happen on the challenge. And that's what happens, right? But if you're in a position where you can like afford time or money to like push forward something that usually young people with a lot of time can do, that is always worth it. Because that's rare.
Yeah, I like the framework of like, maybe one reason why something like this doesn't exist is just it would be the effort of someone who has like a fucking job and this is like a bad use of their time and like whatever. So if I have like the time and the space and to work on it, like why not?
If you think it's
kind of
cool
like, I'm thinking about it. I feel like it might be the best type of thing to work on in a way, right?
It's the most spiritually fulfilling in a lot of ways. It depends though. I mean, you could think it's a waste of time.
It's the thing currently calling to me, I guess. It's like, that could change to be like a project or like a, a short film or whatever. But for now,
like
it's like the
with
thing.
Video games.
It's just the thing I want to do.
Yeah.
Zipper, I sent you 2 photos. I just wanted to show you the patch I made. Now that after this conversation, all this effort for this.
We're gonna look at a line of code that has a misspelling in it.
Yeah, and you have to find where's Waldo.
And it's like looking at a finger painting.
Let's do
show the boring one first, and don't fuck me because I said that.
Nick is bringing software bug report to the podcast. What a banger app. Yeah. I can't lie to you. All this build up, I want to see the shade of blue.
Yeah, dude.
I imagine it's indiscernible. And he's like, all right.
To be
job,
clear,
Nick.
okay, so this is what Call of Duty 4 normally looks like.
Yeah.
And to be clear, the patch I made is not the one I like yet. It's just me getting to work finally, and it's all values that I chose. So it's like I made it.
You made it. Okay. All right, let's see the finger painting. Ta-da!
Okay, come on, dude.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what?
So it looks kind of
Nick?
cool, and you have an FPS counter, and you have FOV shift, and it looks like more reflecty. And
Sweetheart, I think this is
You
so
know what?
fun.
I like it.
Mom, I made this.
No,
not
yeah.
the game. I didn't, or like.
Oh, so not the video game?
No, it's like the colors,
I
kind
mean,
of.
Can
the
they
colors.
hear us when they're talking to
that's a
us?
photo.
Okay, all right.
No, they can't hear us. The photo.
You're so talented.
Thanks.
Oh.
And no, it doesn't transfer to any other skills, and I won't be going to college.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're glad you did it.
Oh God, blow my shit off smooth.
Yeah, that would be the end of me if I heard that from anyone. I think.
I'm glad you're glad.
You guys should play some COD 4 console with me. It's fun.
That's crazy.
I play some cover console.
Do you know Ludwig was saying that PSL got too sweaty.
Too
he's saying-
sweaty?
Yeah, he's complaining about the people who practice.
No, he was saying that
I don't need to practice to
he
win at
was
PSL.
saying-
I
he-
promise.
He was saying that we came and it was like PSL, and then the next week it was like, okay, we have to play with these rules and these rules and these rules and these rules, and it's like, okay, well, these only benefit.
Now,
We've played with rules since the first day.
Here, Nick, let me step in here. As a neutral party,
This is Ludwig
I'm also
Core.
neutral.
This is Ludwig Core.
who dabbles in PSL, who shows up now and then because he's okay. He's like not that good at Call of Duty, but he has a little
You're
fun
a
when he goes
PSL
sometimes.
2 tour.
Yeah, I'm a PSL 1 tour if I'm being honest.
That's okay.
And I like showing up. And I went to the first one, if I recall, or maybe the second. They've been using the rules the whole time. So when I heard Ludwig say that, I didn't
Dude, 'cause you were there.
I didn't say anything, but I was like, I'm pretty sure they've been using the rules the whole time.
No,
like every single
is just
time.
how Ludwig he loses at something and he goes, nah, shit's fucking whack now.
You're
It's
trying
it's
too
all
hard,
different. You're
bro.
trying too hard, bro. This is what PSL actually is. It's we all show up and I'm like, all right, what do you guys want to play? You want to play like COD 4, S&D, Modern Warfare 2, and everyone goes on their phones and they're like, oh, whatever, I don't care. It's like, all right, well, do you guys want like competitive rule set? You want to do like, what do you want to do? And they're like, no. They're like, are you ordering pizza that I won't venue for, by the way? And I'm like, yeah, I'll order pizza for everyone, sure. All right, well, I'll just decide. Is that cool? They're like, yeah. So I just decide we play it. Everyone has an awesome time. We leave and we go, it's so awesome we're doing this. And then Ludwig says, it's sweaty now.
You know what's crazy?
That's what happens.
You know what's crazy is I feel like on the podcast, maybe in general, Nick might choose to exaggerate an element of that retelling
Okay.
to make it sound a little better.
You're saying
to
that
make
this
it a little
is
funnier.
this is
But this
accurate.
is bar for bar of what happens. This is exactly what happens every time.
Okay. Interesting.
Down to the pizza order, down to the expected Nick pizza
And then when
order.
the pizza comes, they're like, you only got 2? And I'm like,
it is dumb as shit to only get 2.
I'm like,
so you should think about
it's not dumb. You know why it's not dumb? This pissed me off.
Is there pizza left
I
over?
said, raise your hand if I order pizza, if you will want pizza.
Okay.
And 4 people raised their hand. So I said, okay, I'll order 2 because they're huge. And then when it comes, everyone wants pizza. And they're like, why'd you get 2? Like, we're all going to eat. And they're all making fun of me.
How do you deal with
And I'm
this?
like, I just go like,
I'd be furious.
I'm like, haha, yeah, sorry, I'll order more next time.
Does Nick get regularly mogged at PSL?
Oh, dude.
100,000 views?
And
And
you're
Alex
saying-
is supposed to be my fucking twin. And
He's not twin.
Alex
no.
is not bringing a lot of leadership to
he's
PSL.
top 10 deadliest snake battles.
Dude, he got so mad when we were streaming, and he was like, I forgot what I said, but he was just like, bro, I bought all that fucking PSL stuff with you. He was trying to like make an argument, and I'm like, well, you haven't Venmo'd me for it yet. And
I remember this.
He crashed out.
I
when said
remember
that.
this.
He's like, you haven't fucking told me how much and I was laughing. I don't even care about the money. I just knew it would bother him.
It's funny that like a few things will get to him, but calling him broke on stream
Oh, dude.
is the one thing that will trigger a synapse.
Hey, well, I hope you enjoyed this extremely nerdy episode of The Yard.
Yeah, this will have. Sometimes when Ludwig leaves, we all thought, hey, we should do a concept, and then we all got really busy and didn't do one. So instead, he spent.
Yeah, I was busy.
He was up till 5 in the morning.
I'm busy.
What were you doing?
I was looking at apartments. Most of the
Who
weekend.
asked you? I hate when you do this. Worst part of my day. Worst part of my day, right here,
Okay.
right here,
All
right
right,
now.
hey,
I thought it was when you walked
We'll
in.
see you in the Patreon episode, which is on the Patreon where the episode is.
Ludwig will be back.
And Ludwig will be back.
Maybe.
I'll be gone.
Will he? Oh, yeah,
Wait,
he'll be
you're
I'm
gone.
gonna be
gone?
gone. I'm leaving right now. Actually,
That's actually crazy.
literally right now. I'm gonna call the Uber.
Aiden's leaving. Ludwig will
This
be
is not a
back
joke.
tomorrow, which was the Primo, which you can access now. He'll not be Kirby anymore.
I'm calling the Uber.
We all hope you have a wonderful
Hey, if you want to
time.
play Call of Duty Pro Mod, I have a patch. So there's only one lobby, so just get on.
And Nick's gonna open up a forum. Okay, sign up soon. Bye.
No rides available. That's bad.
God,
it's got like a rumble pack in it.
God damn, it's heavy.
Pokey sat on it because Aiden's chair was hurting her.
Pokey said, all right, well, eBay, $4,000.
Frog. Miss Frog.
Frog sat on. Verified.
And they made that joke. Hey, look at that.
All right.
That's great.
Kindred spirits.
I like that.
Man,
Parallel
we're going to
thinking.
beat the shit out of